Hello everyone, my name is Rubber Ducky and I'm going to show you how to install LSPDFR here in 2023. It's actually pretty simple. If you look on the screen here, this is a vanilla, or what I call a vanilla folder of GTA 5, okay? So this is a pure, non-edited or non-modded version of GTA, okay? And this is very important to have, and it has to be a legitimate copy of GTA or this will never work. Now, mine's Steam. If you have yours from the Epic Games Store, or anything like that, CD or whatever, it's going to look a little different, but in the end, they're all the same. You just have to go to the folder that your Steam games or Epic games are installed at. For mine, it's Steam Library, Steam Apps, Common, and then Grand Theft Auto 5. Now, you'll notice mine says T7F. Okay, I have a very large external SSD. This is for gaming and recording purposes. So mine's going to be different. Yours might be on the C drive, yours might be on the D drive. Okay, but for the most part, this is where you want to start, right here in your main folder. Now, if you're ready to play some LSPDFR, let's get right on into the tutorial, shall we? So, you make sure you have your folder ready. And you're going to go to the wonderful thing called the World Wide Web. Ever heard of it? Maybe that's how you're watching me now. So, very first place you're going to go is lcpdfr.com. Now, the easiest way to look this up, and I'm going to show you what I did. Super easy. I Googled it. If you type in LSPDFR into Google, the very top one is LCPDFR, and it says LSPDFR homepage. Go ahead and click it. Super and easy. Right here on the homepage, it will say download LSPDFR 0.4.9. You're going to go ahead and click that. Yep, you're going to want to download it. And I'm going to say read this, just so you understand, but that's user discretion on if you read it or not. It's not my business. So I'm going to download both, but I do prefer the manual install. I do prefer putting files where I want it, but you can have it do it itself. So that's the first one I'm going to install. Your download is starting. Woohoo! Let's get a quack in there. And so now LSPDFR is done. But like I said, I'm going to show you both ways to install it. So I'm just going to hit the back button. Scroll down. Maybe I read it, maybe I didn't. You can never tell. God damn it. I definitely clicked off of it. But anyways, I read it. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. Blah, 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 blah. Agree and download. Okay, so now we're going to do, we did the manual. Now we're going to do the setup. Okay. And again, just same thing. It's going to go ahead and start installing. You may not believe it, but you have a folder called downloads. You're going to go there. Okay. Oop. Oh, I'm just clicking random shit. Okay, so here's your two folders. Look, you can see some of my old thumbnails. Don't judge me. Boop. Duck, duck, bang. You haven't seen that video? Well, you probably don't want to. That's okay, though. So, I'm going to go ahead and do the manual install. Just because I prefer looking at it. So you see this? This is all the files. Comes with the license, the LSPDFR, the plugins, and all of what makes LSPDFR run. Okay? Yeah. So you're always going to get a warning. I promise you, if you download it from that site and that site alone, make sure it is LCD PDFR or LSPDFR homepage. You're fine. If you're getting this from I understand, thank you. If you're getting this from a site that does not say that, do not risk it. Okay, it's not worth it in any way, shape, or form. It is not worth the biscuit. Grand Theft Auto, here it is. We're going to just paste every single one of those files right in there. It's pretty simple, easy, and it doesn't take very long to get installed onto the computer. Oh, let's play some music while it does it. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, and because it was a vanilla folder, but it was a copy of my modded folder, and that happened. But that's okay. Just if that happened to you for whatever reason, just tell it to replace it and you're fine. So now you'll have plugins folder and LSPDFR folder. And this has all your audio and all your plugins, which by the way, is strictly LSPDFR. That's all you get. And Rage. Now this is where it's very important. Okay. Rage must be verified. So in this case, I'm going to tell it to stop. And I just want to see the version. The version number is 1.105. The reason why this is important is they do try to update it with the website, but sometimes they don't. What you want to do, 1.105. So in this case, the Rage plugin from the website is currently the most updated model from 6/15/2023. But down in the description below, I do have Rage plugin hooks support page right here in my description. And the reason why is for two reasons. And I'm going to show this to you because a lot of people get lost on this. So this one is for Red Dead Redemption, and this one is for Grand Theft Auto 5, 1.105. Now, what's important about this is you need Rage to run everything. Without Rage, it does not work. So you must make sure that you have the newest Rage. In our case, right now, as of today, the Rage here is the same Rage there, so you don't need this. But one day you're going to. So go ahead and join them. It's not going to hurt you. It's not going to take any time. But the other thing is what happens when you start playing with mods and stuff starts breaking. Look. You'll post up issues you're having, and there's a support team in here that will guide you and help you to fix. Now, these people are volunteers. They're not paid, and they work very hard. Make sure to give them your love, your support, because they deserve it. I mean, they do this for free to bring you games and fun. So give them a little bit of love, but in our case, this is all working out just fine. I accept the disclaimer, blah, 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 blah. And so what now it's going to do, it's going to pull up Rage and its advanced settings. Now, in my case, I'm not going to run it yet because I don't need to, but its configured settings is fine. You don't need to change the console unless you're using F4. If you're already using F4, but you know you're not using F5, simply tell it, simply tell it you want to use F5 by pressing the key that you want to use, okay? Now for me, I actually use F5 for something else, so I actually prefer to keep it F4. But other than that, this is where you'll load your plugins. Always make sure load all plugins on startup, okay? Or you can pick them specifically, but if I have them installed, I want them to load, so I just tell them to load anything that's in here, okay? And that's it, super there. So that's it. Step 1, download LSPDFR, make sure Rage and everything is installed. That's how easy it is to install LSPDFR manually. Copy the folder directly into your GTA 5 folder. That's it. Nothing else needed. Now, you could go here and tell it to open up the setup. You can tell it to give it permission. And then loading up on the other screen so you don't see anything happening, but boop. Then I can do English, and then it's going to install, okay? And it's going to do the exact same thing, but without me having to do anything. So you would hit next and continue, but since I already have it installed, I'm just not going to do it. But literally you would hit next and it would do it the same way that we did it, okay? So that's it. LSPDFR is now officially installed on your computer. But do you really want to play LSPDFR without anything else? No. I'm going to show you a few other mods before I go into any further details, because I don't want to make this video too long. I want to make it straight and to the point. I want you to know exactly how to install it, how to make it work, and how to continue from there. So, super easy. You're going to also need to go here. This is OpenIV. Just type in OpenIV in Google. Very first one should say OpenIV.com, which is OpenIV.com. I also have all these links down in the description. You're going to click it, and you're going to hit download OpenIV 4.1. Okay? And then you're going to wait for 1 million ads to pop up. Why? Because that's how they make money. Now, not to mess up my OpenIV, I'm not going to uninstall it. But here it is. Or I'm not going to install it, not uninstall it. You would hit English, hit continue. It will then install. Yeah, I do want to cancel. When you load it, it's going to want to connect to your GTA 5 folder. Super easy, just like before. Go to where it's stored. Mine's in the F drive, Steam library, Steam apps, common, and GTA 5. Do not have another name. If you put another name, it doesn't work anymore, right? So I put working for an obvious reasons. A, I know which one's which, and 2, I'm going to delete this one and go back to my working file. Or I might just start over. I don't know. Just depends on my mood. But, so here we are. And here's OpenIV, and this is what it looks like because a lot of you don't know it. It's on my other screen. Wait for that to open. Boom. So you tell it Windows, and I already have it connected, but it will ask you where your folder is. So you do the same thing. You tell it where your folder is. In this case, OpenIV went straight to the GTA folder because it knows where it's at, okay? And right here is all the files. I can edit these, I can edit those. But I'm gonna show you something really cool. It looks for the GTA 5 exec file. So if you only have one GTA folder, it will probably find it pretty simple. That is needed for modding. And this is AB software development, dev.c or dev-c.com. This is where you get script hooked V. Script hooked V is what runs every script in the game that's modded. So we're talking about every single plugin that is literally a script. Can't do it without script hooked V. It's actually the second most important thing in modding the community. Super easy. I will make this note though. When GTA updates, it takes them about a week or so. Again, these people are not paid, right? So it's going to take them a week to develop the new plugin for the new GTA. Now, I don't know what's going to happen now that, 5M has been purchased by Rockstar. I don't know if there's going to be any plays in GTA 6 when that comes out. But right now, this gentleman's not paid, and it's going to take him about a week. So what you need to do is go to Epic Games or Steam and turn off the auto download. Do not do the auto update. Do not do it. Why? Because you'll tell it to update 1 week after he fixes script hook. That way you install everything at the same time with the update and you haven't got to stop playing. If you do not turn it off, what's going to happen is you're going to forget that there's an update. You're going to go play LSPDFR because you're excited, and then you're going to get pissed off because it's updated and you can't play it. Happens to me every time. Don't be me. Don't be Ducky. Be you. Do it right the first time. Like my dad always said. Still can't listen to him. Haven't learned yet. All right, so here it is. Script hook V, download. That's it. Boom. Easy peasy. Scanning for viruses. Always make sure you scan for viruses. But again, if you go to those sites, which all of them are in the description. I know I say that a lot, but I just want to make it very clear, and you may be skipping back and forth, so I like to be concise. Okay. Steam Library, Steam Apps, Common, Theft Auto 5. Drag this over to the right. Oh, God damn. Drag this over to the right. Okay, so now that Script Hook V has been installed, here it is. And here is our Grand Theft Auto 5 folder. This is how easy it is to install Grand Theft Auto, or Script Hook V. Okay, so here's his website when you need to go to it. Here's his README. That's how easy it is. Read it. He guides you through everything. Shows you the installation. Copy Script Hook V into the main folder. In order to load ASI plugins, you need to have ASI Loader installed. Now, I haven't mentioned anything about ASI Loader. That's because that's right here. I didn't say anything about the ASI Loader because it comes with OpenIV, ASI Manager. In this case, none of these are loaded, which means when I go to run Rage, it will load just LSPDFR, the vanilla folder. None of my mods, none of my ASI plugins, none of my scripts. You must click install on all three of these, every single one. Trust me now, it will help you. It will help you so much. So make sure you have clicked install on all these. But because I don't want it to duplicate in my Manila folder and in my actual GTA, I'm not going to install it at this time. But just remember, you need to make sure that these are green, not blue, and that they say installed, not the word not installed. If that says installed, you're good. You're good to go. Here it is. See those three? Drag them in. If you don't want his native trainer, you don't have to have it. You can hold control, click around it, and drag those two files right in. Now you'll notice I have script hook down here and the dinput 8. These are what runs everything for his ASLs. I actually like native, so I'll use it, especially since a lot of things run off of native. It takes a little bit to get used to, and it's not as pretty, but it is as close to the base game's controls. It makes it so much compatible with everything in GTA. I prefer it. I suggest you get used to it, especially if you use NVE, all right, which is Natural Vision Evolved. He uses that trainer, and that trainer works perfectly with his system, weathers, and all the other lighting. So you're going to want it. But I understand if you don't. That's it. Modding in GTA is probably super easy. It's all about dragging over the files. You don't have to do anything about it. That simple, that easy. So let's get to the main point why we're here. So now we have LSPDFR installed. Technically, the video is done, but I want to show you one thing. Right here, you click Downloads. This will take you right here, GTA 5 mods. If you go to Essential Mods, this is where it's going to show you Lenny's Mod Creator, OpenIV Archive Mirror. So this tries to cover it when he updates it. But EUP, EUPFR Basics, ELS, the Emergency Lighting System. You're going to want that. It's simple. We'll just install that right now, just so you can get a taste of how easy it is to install all these. Look at this. December 21st, 2016. This was his original ELS file. He's updated it to 1.05. So get the newer number, and always pay attention to the newest update number. That way you're always getting the newest and best for your system, especially for the current GTA file. Now that one hasn't been updated since 2017. It probably doesn't need to be following the game, but some of these other mods absolutely do follow the game. If you are using an old build, it could crash your game instantly. So make sure you keep them updated. Make sure you're paying attention. This is what we call a zip folder. I don't care which zip folder you use. You're an adult. You can use WinZip. You can use whatever. I actually use Express Zip File Compression. This is done by NCH Software. It's free. The only obnoxious thing is you have to say, I'm not using it for business purposes every time, but it's free and it's super easy. So right now it has the ELS folder, and I'm fine with it extracting it right here into the downloads folder. I tell it to extract, and there it is. Boop. And if I wait, it's right there. You see that? Let me make this a little bigger. Here was it, zipped or RAR'd away where you have to, extract it. And here it is extracted. This is it. Documentation on how to do everything. This tells you how to use ELS, by the way. Take some time to read these things. They're very important. They have the user guide, controls, and a lot of details that I'm not going to read. All right. So other than that, that's how you do that. Media. This is just them showing off how their lights work and how to set the blooms and how to control their gear. Which, by the way, that's Control P. To pull up that right there is Control P. It will pause your game. Then you exit the pause and it's pulled up, and you can make your adjustments, and then you can close it with Control P again, by the way. It took me so long to figure that out. I don't want you being in that position. This is it, guys. ELS. And when it says installation files, follow it just like that. Installation files, then it says Grand Theft Auto 5. What it's telling you, when you see that, let me show you what it's telling you. There we go. So, right here, as you can see, this is my no longer Manila, or Manila. Oh, I keep saying that today. This is no longer my vanilla GTA folder because it is now basically modded. But Grand Theft Auto 5, Grand Theft Auto 5. Follow it just as it says it. Click it. And now I'm in it, right? So it wants you to go into your Grand Theft Auto 5 file. I'm in it. You drag and drop these four. And that's it. That's how you install ELS. All right, everyone. Well, that's how you install LSPDFR in 2023. It's super easy. I hope I made sense. But I will be adding a couple more videos right after this. I mean, literally right after this. It's going to be showing you how to install car packs and other ASL scripts and that will get you exactly where you want to be in your LSPDFR dreams. If you have any questions, issues, or concerns, put them down in the comments below. I'll be happy to help. And catch me in some of my other LSPDFR videos where I'm playing the game as Officer Ducky or Deputy Ducky, depending on what day it is. And I will be catching y'all in the next one. Later, guys. Have a good one. Y'all be safe.
Just open your eyes and take my advice. Stop rolling the dice and just compromise. It's the chance of your life.